In this next video, we are going to work with the lesson module and how to add a lesson. So I'm going to click on lesson, and again, you'll notice that it brings up the description. A lesson activity is set up a little bit different. It has your text, your information document, kind of like a book, and it has the capabilities of putting little quizzes in between the chapters to where you can add little question and answer type section in between the two text files. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on Add a Lesson. So first of all, you're going to put the name of the lesson. So we're going to put accounts, and I can put information here. I can put graphics. I can put those kind of things in here. Progress bar is a bar that goes across the bottom of your screen. I will warn you that sometimes the progress bar does not work exactly like it's supposed to, so just keep that in mind. Displaying ongoing score. Do you want to know what their score is as they go through the lesson, or do you want to know it at the end? I'm going to leave mine at the end. Do you want the left menu? In other words, the menu going down the side. Like in a book, it would give the chapter and the information so they could click from one place to another. Minimum grade to display menu gives you a setting where you can say they have to reach this point before they're going to see the menu to where they can jump to a different place. Do you want it slideshow view or click view? And again, you can click yes on this. Moodle is still having a little bit of difficulty with the slideshow view, so if it doesn't work, you're going to know why. I'm going to leave mine as no. I'm really not real fond of the slideshow view anyway, just simply because I think the student needs to be able to click and go through each section, and it just makes a little bit more sense to me. Maximum number of answers gives you the capabilities of saying how many answer boxes do you want to have available. Do you want default feedback, which in this case I'm not going to? Do you want to link to the next activity? And what that means is you can choose to give the student a link to go on to the next activity. So it's more of a conditional type activity. And I'm going to go ahead and leave that at none. We go to availability, and again, this gives you when it's opened, when it's closed, so you can control when the students can see it, when they can't see it. There's also an area where you can do a password protection, which the student, if you click yes and put a password in, the student would have to know the password to be able to get into this lesson. And I skipped one. This is a time limit. If you are using this more as a test mechanism and you want the students to have to go through at a specific time frame so that they can't look up answers, those kind of things, you can actually set a time limit. You can set a prerequisite lesson. This is similar to the restrict access, where you're saying they have to finish this before they can go on to what it is that you're having them do. So it kind of is the same type of deal. The flow control, do you want students to be able to review, or is it a one-time shot as they go through? Do you want to provide options so they can try again? Do you want to give them more than one attempt? So this is actually letting you control how many times a student can place an answer into a question. This is your grade section. In other words, how much are you going to make this worth? So I'm going to make this worth 20. And it gives you, what categories should go in. I'm going to say lesson 7. Are you going to let them practice before they actually do it? Do you need, custom scoring? Or are you going to let them take retake? So these are all choices that you can make as far as the way your lesson is set up. Then you have your hide or show, you have your restrict access, and you have your activity completion. So you're going to show this activity is completed when they view the activity or when they receive a grade. And I'm going to go ahead and make this as they receive a grade. And I'm going to click on Save and Return.